Hey guys, my name's Alicia Crook. I'm a business coach for massage therapists and I teach therapists how to become fully booked without burnout. What I want to share with you today is a case study that I did with Grace Anderson, who's a remedial massage therapist from Colac in Victoria. Grace started working with us when she was still studying her diploma. She was seeing around 4 clients a week and she just left her full-time employment, and the change for her was quite significant to go from full-time wages to 4 clients a week. And she'd always wanted to have a multidisciplinary clinic and really run a successful business. Her parents have run successful businesses and she's watched them growing up, also seen how challenging it can be at times. And she really wanted to be able to put things in place that would mean that she could get the results that she wanted without having to work really hard to get it and without feeling like she was just fudging through. So I'm really excited to share with you. Now, Grace had an amazing experience where she went from seeing just 4 clients a week to 90% capacity in just 5 weeks. I'm really excited to share how she did that. She shares her strategies in this session with us today. So I really trust that you enjoy it and that you get lots out of it. Hey guys, Alicia here from Fully Booked Without Burnout. Today we're having a conversation with Grace from Grace's Health and Beauty. Thank you so much for your time today, Grace. It's great to have you on board. Grace has been running a business now for a little while, and she's just going to share her story of what it's been like to be a massage therapist, a beauty therapist in what we'd call a rural country town, and just how she's brought staff on board and her experience and journey so far. So Grace, why did you get into massage in the first place?
I started doing massage when I was 21 because I injured my knee netball and got misdiagnosed by a local physio. And instead of being in a knee brace and crutches, I was taped up with rock tape and sent home. Okay, so my mum and dad own their own business, so they are very savvy with all the business side of things. But having Alicia to be able to tell me exactly what my mother would have told me, but in different words, is very, very helpful.
So Grace, when you started doing the course, when we'd met and you jumped on and said, "Yep, you know what, I need some help in my business." Grace jumped in and did our 6-week online course, Fully Booked Without Burnout. What was the big standout? When did you have an aha moment? What changed for you?
I had an aha moment every day, I think. It was really good. It's hard to explain, but I think my biggest issue for myself was my attitude, and having the attitude change that Alicia helped me get really changed, and the clients just started coming to me rather than me having to go find them.
And what was the attitude shift that you noticed? Was there something you'd been doing, or was it something you were not doing?
I was blaming everything else but myself for the results I was getting. I was massaging people absolutely perfect, but the rebooking and being a bit sour when it came to other therapists, like if someone told me a story that, they'd been to the girl down the road or something, I'd be like, oh, why did you go to her, sort of thing. Whereas now I'm like, I don't care. You're here now, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I suppose just taking a bit more responsibility for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I really appreciate your honesty, because I am, having spoken to hundreds of massage therapists, this is a really common story, which is why I've asked Grace to share today, because so many therapists, say, I come from a small town, or Ocean Grove, we've only got 13,000 people, and there's over 30 other massage therapists with 3 regional health clinics, or allied health clinics, sorry. And it's like, people often say, when I talk about their success, that, oh, you mustn't have any competition. There's that presupposition that we mustn't have any competition. It's like, well, actually, we do have competition. We have quite a lot of competition. And that's even what you're saying, Grace, is that there's physios and chiros that have been around for a long time in this area. So when you made that shift, what then do you think really made the difference in, whether did you change something in your marketing to get those people to start coming in the door?
The biggest thing I think with the marketing side of things was my Facebook page and my website. I sorted out getting the book now button on there, getting the website, getting online booking, getting my notes on the computer rather than paper. All of it just makes sense and makes everything easier.
And so what did you notice? I know you were really quick to implement stuff. So sometimes, we can do a course or something like that and we become what I call like a knowledge hoarder, where we hold on to everything. And I know that you're not one of those people. You like to, give from where you're learning from. So when you started implementing, how long did it take you to get results? From when you started, you had that aha moment of, oh my gosh, it's not everyone else's fault. How could I be at cause for my own life? To then now having the opportunity to be more flexible in choosing your work hours. How long did that first window take from aha to, I think you were sitting at about 40% capacity when you first started.
Yeah.
And within about, how long was it before you saw really rapid growth?
It was honestly, it was probably about 2 to 3 weeks. I was at 80 to 90% in maybe 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And all that I'd changed was promoting on Facebook and having a website. And
Amazing.
Yeah. And online booking at that stage hadn't been set up, so it was just website and Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And really it is, when you take that step, when you step up in your business and you do make those, psychological changes, they then filter out into almost everything else that we do. Yeah, absolutely, that mindset shift.
Yeah, and you attract what you put out, which is a big one, you told me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've got that focus of feeling, maybe bitter envy of other people around you, well, then that's who you're going to attract in.
Definitely.
Whereas if you've got that abundance mindset, that's like, there is more than enough to go around, because we know that, with an aging population, there's going to be people all over the place.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic, Grace. I know you've had some experience over the last few months. What would you say to somebody who is, maybe seeing a handful of clients a week? What would be some of the standout things that you'd recommend for them to do?
First of all, get your online presence sorted out, because that's the way of the world these days. And I sort of took it for granted of how good it is and how many people you can reach. That would be number one. Attitude.
Yeah.
And get your goals right.
Yep.
I found I was trying to be very similar to other people around town.
Yeah.
Where I read a quote somewhere and it said, with business, you've got to be better or different.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just be different.
Nice.
And good at the same time.
Yeah. So online, mindset, and stand out. How do you stand out? And I think one of the ways that you can stand out from your competition is to know what you believe. Because when you're really clear on what it is that you believe and value as a therapist. And so, some people hear the word rebookings and they're like, oh, we should just fix people and they don't need to come back. And other people are like, well, that's right, we should fix them, but then we should take care of them on an ongoing basis. So, there's no right or wrong. It's just simply, who's your target market? What do you value? And how can you put that together, get that fusion happening so that you can actually attract a tribe of people who believe what you believe.
Yes.
Grace, thank you so much for your time today.
Okay.
Really appreciate it. It's been great to have you. You were fantastic to have on the course, and it's been great to be a part of your life. And I really appreciate the value that you've given today. Grace is an extremely generous person, and I've been really blessed to be working with her for the last few months and to know her for really the last 18 months. So thank you so much for your time, and I trust that this has been really valuable for you guys as well.